offense, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. First down, right back to Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
And some room to work. Looking for room at the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, we don't need to complicate this. This is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Unloads quickly. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Catch in the middle, it's Riles. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. That's caught. It's Riles. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the breaks a tackle, and he might go. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Brown. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here we go. Ready, go. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gonna look downfield again. He's going to run it.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to fire to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Makes the catch. It's Brown.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on third down. Wide open downfield. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays.
Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The sure hands, it's Riles. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Cardinals. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that is such a critical mistake for this offense.
Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Bringing it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Louisville calls its second timeout. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Not a chance. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's take a look at the USF Bulls taking on the UTSA Roadrunners.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half.
Could be an alley. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Cardinals. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. A give to Brown. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to fire. Throws it deep. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were
Got a little grass at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Louisville. His third touchdown of the game and 12th of the season.
And I absolutely love this, man. I love offenses that stay aggressive. Like, yes, you could have kicked the field goal. Obviously, the longer the field goals get, man, the least amount of percentages you make. Stay aggressive. Keep it in your offensive hands. And I love the physicality up front on that fourth down.
But defense, we have got to find a way to get that guy on the ground. That is poor tackling. It's poor run defense. It's one thing in that situation to give up a first down, fine. You can't let him take it to the house. For an explosive run like that, that is a backbreaker if you're on defense.
The first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Hand off for Brown. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. One more time, it's Brown. There's some room. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, it's a bad feeling when a guy like that gets to the second level and you know he is off to the races, going to get a big chunk of yards. Might not score, but you know he's getting a big chunk.
When the big fellas turn to chase, I mean, where do they find the balance between conserving energy for the next play and well, not getting yelled at for not running after the ball?
Well, that's when you do your fake trot where you throw your head back and just act like you're fighting as hard as you can, but you're really running at about 50%.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one.
There's a crease. Still on his feet. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you've got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Brown again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
He stopped just inches away from the 1st down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Riles. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Daniels. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. And there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Looking left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal.
Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
Looking to throw. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets away from one. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's on target and complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100.
Maybe some room here. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Cardinals have moved it inside the 20. Trying to run, it's Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Snowed under by the defense.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Daniels. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Florida State! He got a step and just dusted the field. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. this play, the cake will be baked. A give to Brown. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Dan Lanning continues to prove why he's one of the best coaches in college football right now. Coming off a 13-2 season, yet another appearance in the college football playoff. He has a great stable of quarterbacks that will be fascinating to watch this season. Dante Moore returns, hoping to elevate his NFL stock, but top transfer portal quarterback Dylan Raiola in the wings. We'll see how it shakes out for the Oregon Ducks in Eugene. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense will have the ball first. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
And this is an offense last year in Oregon, man. They never got it right together, right? Like, they had Sadiq, but they were banged up at wide receiver, and they kind of went back and forth. But nice to start the new season with a guy at tight end that you trust, that you know, that can block, that can catch, that showed you that he's got all the skills to be the next great one that can be the centerpiece, Palmer, of this Oregon offense.
And it doesn't matter that you have a new play caller on offense either. Will Stein, obviously, off in Kentucky now as the head coach, and obviously losing a talent like Kenyon Sadiq hurts. But Oregon recently has done such a great job recruiting that position. They've got guys that can fill in through the portal out of high school, and I don't expect there to be a lot of drop-off when this offense throws, particularly when it goes towards the tight end.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They're going to take another delay.